Let's go.
It's your back, it dey keep passing. It dey bring out the best thing. I dey feel your recipe. Make you give me that recipe. Fine, fine. Yeah, you fine. You so divine. I dey feel you die.
What's happening, people? We got a new episode of Awesome Entertainment. It's your boy Joel Awesome. I'm reacting to this video by DoomSlayer. He's talking about Marvel Studios is no longer using their iconic intros. I think if you watched the last three movies, Fantastic Four, Captain America, Brave New World, and Thunderbolts, you would have noticed that. But I didn't like it. But maybe I don't like change. But we're gonna check out what he's talking about.
Marvel is no longer using their legendary intro for their movies. Not a single MCU movie that released in 2025 had the classic Marvel Studios fanfare. And now it looks like moving forward, each MCU movie is going to have its own unique intro. It all started back in February.
My thing is, there's nothing wrong with having a unique intro, but having the old one, the classic tie-in with the comic book flipping through it was always cool. Having it, when they switched it up and started doing the movies, flipping through the comic, the Marvel logo, that was cool. But they even switched it up again and they started doing like more. They started adding more movies. They didn't just do the same one. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, they did an all Black Panther intro, but it was still the same classic intro. I like that better. That was just me.
It did not have the iconic intro. It had a full-on black and white.
And I think this is where you started off with the movie where it started. You started the movie off with something completely different. This really, that movie was fighting a lot of things. Steve Rogers fans, racism, bad fucking Marvel history of the last movies and shows. So when you started off like this, it's like, oh, we already getting something different. I'll be honest, that did nothing for me.
It just said Marvel's
it looked lazy.
Presents, and then it just quickly goes into
it just didn't do nothing.
Pretty quick, but the intro was meant to resemble.
And the more you watch Marvel movies, if you a binge watcher like me, if you binge watch the Disney Plus shows, each time you hear the intro, you get hyped. You get more and more excited because you're ready for the next one. It's like, damn, they keep doing it again.
To be a political
you know what I mean?
The Thunderbolts intro had the same score, but it did not include any MCU characters.
That was cool.
From past MCU stuff.
See, this was cool. When they did it with the Thunderbolts, I was like, okay, they're just using Thunderbolts comics.
And that's what the
and then it blacked out to the void.
Every comic page they used for the Thunderbolts intro had Thunderbolts characters, and it all quickly got shrouded in darkness by the void.
That was fire.
Just like the movie's theme, the void also represents mental health issues like depression or loneliness. And then we got the Fantastic Four First Steps, which had this pretty cool retro-futuristic intro. And
the Fantastic Four one was trash.
The retro-futuristic vibe the movie was going.
Sure, but you could have played some music. You should have just kept it.
Because it sounds like Marvel does not want the MCU's future to associate with their past.
And that's the issue. Y'all do it with the movies themselves. You don't want to associate it with what was in the comic in 1962 or whatever it was. But that's the foundation of what made this stuff. That's what we liked about it. Not associating with the past is crazy because you can't live up to the expectations, or you're not making products as good as like.
And after
that's
thinking
a cop
about
out.
it, I actually kind of like what Marvel's doing right now. As much as
I disagree. DoomSlayer.
Just like the old MCU, it focused way too much on the Avengers characters, and Marvel is.
You can't focus too much on the Avengers characters. The Avengers character is your bread and butter. That's your staple. That's what you got. You know what I mean?
Iron Man or the Avengers. Heck, before the MCU, the Avengers were a C-tier team. They were nowhere near as popular as Spider-Man or the X-Men or Fantastic Four. The MCU is...
Spider-Man, X-Men, and Fantastic Four all have... Spider-Man's been in the Avengers. Fantastic Four has members in the Avengers.
It's too big now.
X-Men have plenty of people that join the Avengers.
Update this intro with each project. I feel bad for whoever had to constantly update.
He's right. It probably took a lot of effort, a lot of time and a lot of energy to update those with those itty bitty movie clips, and you got to get a whole bunch of them and put them in the right spot, blend it, do the graphics and stuff. It probably takes a long time, but that's what made it good. Like
because
everything in life worth having is gonna take some time, man. And I appreciate it. I love that was one thing Marvel. I love the intros.
And take out old ones,
especially with the
overwhelming because you have to do it every single time. Plus, the Avengers era Marvel's essentially over, and with the MCU getting soft rebooted after Secret Wars and Kevin Feige getting ready to kickstart the X-Men era, it doesn't make sense to keep using this intro anymore. I'm just saying.
I think it does.
Playing the same intro right in front of an Iron Man reboot or something like that. Even though the old intro was iconic, I like what Marvel's doing right now as well. They're giving each of their movies their own unique intro. It's good imagery for these movies to stand out on their own, and it makes it feel like they're made by actual creatives instead of studio execs.
To me, it makes it feel like the movie's made by somebody else and not Marvel, which I guess that's stupid to say, but like if you give me the intro, like it's like Lil Wayne, he has the lighter flick on his, every time he about to rap or spit, he got the lighter flick, meaning he lighting the blunt and then he gonna spit the rhyme or whatever. And if he get in there, he start, we hear a pouring sound, he like, I'm pouring those, like, who we listening to? You know what I mean? You're like, who we listening to? It's Wayne. Like, that sound like they pouring drinks, not
I'm very excited to see what the brand new intro is gonna look like.
I think it's just avoiding expectations.
Or it has a bunch of Spider-Man comic panels.
Great idea. Doom Patrol, great idea. Have some webs, some Spider-Man comic panels, but you do it with the same red screen with the words flipping in.
Panels. I will admit, I do miss seeing the idea.
Maybe I'm just old, not like nostalgia. I just like the way.
But we entered
Don't change
the era, so we needed something new eventually. It was an amazing 9-year run from the first Doctor Strange all the way to Deadpool Wolverine. But all things end eventually.
So I will say this, all things end eventually. Great video, Doom.
What they read.
Hey man, quit sending me these damn AI advertisements. I don't want none of your shit, especially if it's a fake person advertising.
I don't know if you noticed, but
great intro, great video, Dude Blazer. I just disagree with you, bruh. I think those old intros were classic. It was iconic. You know what I mean? I knew I was getting into. Hype me up for the film. The new ones, I think they're just forgettable. I actually didn't remember the Fantastic Four one until he showed it. I was like, oh yeah, they did have a different intro. And I think it just makes everything a little bit more forgettable. I think the issue is, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? The intro was right. That was the thing you had right. Don't fix that. You've been, trying to introduce characters, cutting corners, and it's not working. You know what I mean? You've been trying to race swap and gender swap, and it's not working. And you're trying to do the mental health thing, and that ain't working. And then you try to do, you know what I mean? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. When you go back to your phase 3 movies and study them and start doing what you used to do. Either way, still a big Marvel head. We're going to see, man. Doom Patrol it's that movie. It's going to be the one that, or not, did I say Doom Patrol? I need to check that out again. That was a good show. Doomsday. Either way, Doomsday is the movie that's going to really tell us if Marvel is back or not. I haven't checked out Wonder Man yet, but I will. Maybe. Hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. Now.
Don't play with my patience, man, they gone with the flow when they tryna fake it. That's not the way I roll, that's not the combination. You start off with the dough before you start the conversation. No one start the salutations, man, don't play with me. I'm coming from a place they would hate to be. I'm going through a phase you would hate to see. They say this life's a trip, ain't no telling where it's taking me. When you on the edge and you make your next move, better be your best. Before you throw it to the depths, better reinvest. Man, I count every moment and count every step, so I know I'm blessed. Now it's